Today we're going to transform the frunk that has a very dark and dingy light like this into a light like this.
Activated the frunk.
There's going to be two ways of doing it, because you know with me, I like to get the product that is made by manufacturer and then think about making it better for you. And so the first installation is going to be just straightforward. You don't have to take anything out, you can just put it round and it's done. But I don't like the way that you have all the wires stuck at the bottom, and yes, we can stick them down, but they're not good. So I've found a way of putting them inside, which we're going to do. And also I found a little sensor that is going to help you for about £9, and all of the products are going to be in description. You're going to be able to see how, with a touch sensor, you're going to be able to make this light from Hanshow even better. Come on. And we're going to look at all of this right now.
Mal's back talking Tesla. To see the enhancements made to my Tesla and how to update yours, please subscribe to the channel, and you can message me with suggestions or for help. It's new, it's improved, it's a Mal modification.
Okay, the first thing you're going to need is the wires from Hanshow. They give you everything. They give you this connecting loom, so you don't even have to cut the wires, and you just feed this around with a trim. Very easy. So I'm going to show you that installation, and all these are going to be time coded so that you can go straight to it. So if you don't want to do this installation and want to do it a bit more refined and more exciting, then I've done it in sections and you'll be able to get to them. So the first one we're going to look at is putting this in, okay, this strip here. And all it is a matter of making sure that the strip itself, the light points downwards. To fit the wire, you push up the front panel clip where the light is, and where the plug is, you remove the old plug, so you undo it, and then you've got the new harness, so you plug your plug inside. There you go, let's take that out. We'll plug it straight into the piece there, look, so it's very easy, male to female, just plugs in, and then once you plug that in, you plug back that end into the light itself. Now it's very easy, you just press it under the rubber and just work your way all the way forward. There you go, keep going in. And as you see, it's very simple, and it looks effective because you can't really see it once it's pressed in with the rubber. And as long as you press it in deep in the rubber, you won't have a job, because it will close properly, the frunk will close, and you'll go round. What I'm doing here is I'm moving it round because I realised that where I wanted the end should be right at the front. So I moved it round, and now you see the light went off. And the reason for that is, after a while, the frunk goes to sleep, and then what it then does goes off. So that's good too. Well, I'm just going to put it back now because I just want to switch it back on, because I'm a bit worried at this point, thinking, why has it gone off? But it just does. So you restart the frunk. So I'm going to put it in and press the button, and then it will come back on. So here we go. We're looking for it now, and we've pressed it back. As you started it, it came back on. And there we're going. So I can continue back to work now, and as I'm pushing it round, it comes into a nice place where it is there, and there it is. But just, it's just so nice because it goes in and you really can't see where this light is coming from. There it goes, pressing it down, nice, and it's done. There it goes. Well, it's in, but the only problem is it's on all the time. What I've got is the Sensky, and what this is a little sensor for £9 that will fit in place with the same plug-in, so you can plug it straight in. But also, the problem I don't like at the moment is that you've got to fiddle all the wires in here and try and get it all in here, and it's quite a mess because you've got quite a lot of cables. and it won't all fit in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fit it inside. I'm going to take the actual housing of the frunk out, and I'm going to fit it inside, and I'm going to tie it up. The only bit you're going to probably see, the Sensky sensor. And what's clever about it is it comes apart, and then you've got 3 controls, which one is for the sensitivity, one is for the light and dark, so you can change it for daytime, nighttime, whatever you want, and one is for the amount of time you can have it. Now, all the link for this product is in the description, but what it means is that you don't have to rely that it's on until the frunk turns off. You can actually just, as it closes, it will turn off. But what I want to do is hide the wires. So it could fit like this. You'll be able to have it stuck in like that, and you've got all these wires. I don't like that, so I'm going to lose all that, and I'm going to put only my sensor. Let's see if that closes all right. Yep, that closes. So that's the theory. Now we're going to put it into practice. So let's get my 10mm spanner. I'm going to have the Gorilla Glue, tape, trusty scissors, and some time. And we're going to get it inside, and then what we're going to do once we've done that is the sensor will work on top. Job done. So let's make it all work. And then we'll go into how the active control works with the remote on your phone. Yes, you'll be able to do the whole change colour, you'll be able to set up sound to music, you'll be able to have different scene settings, all in this package, which is brilliant. So let's add it in now to how I want to do it. And as you know with me, I like to make things easier and better, and manufacturers sometimes don't even think about it, but you know what? I look at a simple way that you can have it and enjoy it. And if this is something that you want to be doing to your car and pimp it up, then look at subscribing down there for me. That'll help the channel grow. Hit that notification bell, and let's move on. Job in hand. I'm going to pull this off. Disconnect the light. Pulls off there. Okay. Now, there's about 7 screws. There's one here, one there, 2 here, underneath here. Let's put a light in there so we can all see what we're doing. So, one. Now it's very unusual actually that you don't realise how easy it is to take this apart. You just have to take these 7 screws off, and then the whole section just comes out. But what I found was very interesting was I tried to use the actual spanner itself, and it took a while. It was much easier to change the bit over and use it like a screwdriver, because then you could actually get to it easier. It was more difficult than it was worth. So look, I'm trying here as I can. It doesn't really work. I can't get it out that easy. So then I just go over to my toolbox, and there you go, watch, I'll change it. And now I'm using that, and that's much better, so that I can get along and I can do it very easily. And don't forget, this is a Hanshow light unit, and if you use my code MALCAN, you'll get 15% off. Right, there you go. I'm just taking that final one off of there. Comes off. That's an actual. I put that on to stop the leaves. So you take the 7 screws out, and now we're going to lift the whole unit out. Let's take off my light unit so I don't rip it out, and then we will start putting it in properly so we can get it all nice. Just lift out. I've got a little piece in here, there's a little slit, so I'm going to get that in there. I'm going to get the wire and plug in there so we can get to it. And I'm using a couple of tie wraps to tie down the cables to make sure they're nice and tight to this side, so it's all kept in. I'm going to make sure that that plug harness is ready to be accessible from the front, so that I can always override it if I need to take it out. And then we'll get it together just before we get the main lid on, which I'll then have to get the wires through the lid to make sure it all fits. So we have to do it in stages. We're going to get the lid down, and I want to just see if the light's going to fit in, the cable's going to fit there so that the lid will fit on. Once I can make sure that that fits, then I can get up again and do a refit with the sensor and bring that through. So just going to get that lined up now, so that's all nicely lined up. And I want to make sure that the lid will close. So let's get that back inside, get it underneath there in place. There's the lid, that fits on nice there, so that's okay. Take that back off, and now we're going to take the unit back out again. There we go. And then we're going to start on with the sensor. So with the sensor, here I am tying everything down, making sure there's enough cable to pull through again through that opening, and then I'll be able to put back the lid on top. Here we go, getting it through now, and we're going to bring the sensor through. We're going to make sure the wires are there so they don't pull off. There we go with that. That's really good. I'm going to try it again there. It's a little bit fiddly, but the end result is going to be well worth it. So here we go, and getting it through a bit further there. Yeah, that's good. I'm checking to see that they're going to go in the front, and that's not going to be stuck in the light there. And then we're going to push it through, get the wires in nicely down, and then we're going to get, there it is, put the sensor up in the right place now, and make sure the lid closes, because it's most important, make sure that the frunk doesn't actually cause a problem, that everything's going to close and fit, which it is. That's great, and now we can start screwing everything down. And it's all reverse order. There you go, everything goes in, clip in those clips, clip the bottom there, and clip the bottom, that's done. Make sure that's all fitting in nicely now, and there we are. And it's almost there. There it goes, closing down, open. Okay, let's have a look around now. Look, you can see, we're going to run around it. Look, all the light looks nice. And just where this bit here would be normally, you see loads of wires, you see nothing now. Look, it's great. And you just see the sensor waiting to be there, so it can look around. Nice job, very pleased with that. Much better than the original, and I'm really happy. So that's good too. And it looks really nice. While we're doing this, Tesla turns off and puts the trunk to sleep anyway, so that will go off. It'll just disappear, so you haven't got to worry about it. Even if you don't have a sensor, it will just go to sleep, and that's the end of it, and they will come off and they'll come back on. Coming on. Okay, so let's go through this now. Let's start this up. So this is the app. So we're going to go into the app. Here we go. It's actually Duoco strip. And we've got it, and you're going to recognise it, aren't you? Because it looks just like the Tesla colorization app. Well, it pretty much is. You know, you do the same thing, look. You turn it around manually. You've got all your primary colours, so you can go yellow straight away like that. Then you can go white, cyan, red, green and blue. You can pull up the white. We'll pull the white up. If we go to style, this is where the fun is, right? This is the fun. We can have 7 colour jumping change. So let's do that. Here comes the 7 colour. You can do 3 colour jumping changes. You can do red gradual change, yellow gradient. So that's all the changes. There's about 41 of those more, so you can play with that to your heart's content. If you go to music, you can do a music track. We'll do a quick one because we don't want to get copyright strike. If you do your microphone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, here we go again, and it's a different colour every time, and we can change it. Good. And then you've got a schedule, which we won't be needing, because the schedule is just to turn it on and off at different times of the day or week. In this instance, you're not interested in that, you just want to close the frunk and that's it. By adding the Sensky Sensor, you can do all the controls with that, because it just turns off and you can set it to how you want. And if you look on this picture that I've just done, it shows you the optimum position to have all of those controls. If you copy those, that'll be exactly what I've got in my car here. And it's gone off now. Tesla will go to sleep. So the way to wake it up again is if you push the button, it comes on, it'll close. Obviously if you haven't got power frunk, it won't matter. And then you get Siri to open it. Hey Siri, Activate hood.
Okay, done. Activated the frunk.
So she's going to activate the frunk, and we're back to playing again. So you can play with it. You can go into mute microphone as we've done, the schedule, which is what I said you wouldn't bother with, and that takes care of that. So you could leave this in the car, you could have music playing in the car, and it would actually play sound to light, play about with it. It would be quite fun really. So that's the fun thing. So you've turned a boring area into a beautiful colour area, and it's quite, you know, it's bright in here, so you imagine tonight when it's dark. How good it is. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have, we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. We do lots of fun like this, and we've taken a product from Hanshow that came with just a light on it that varies to making it sensible with a sensor, so that you can literally, as you open the frunk, it turns on for you, and when you close it, it goes off again, 20 seconds. I like that because you can be playing with your shopping, and you can leave it and it's nice, it goes off dark, and then you can just turn it and then you go, oh, that's a good thing you've got there. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. We will look forward to seeing you on the next one, and we get to do loads of this fun stuff on here, this channel, so if you discovered us, thanks for discovering us. Hopefully you'll become one of my followers, and you'll be able to follow me all the way through and see what we're doing next. Anyway, until then, I'll look forward to seeing you then. I'll be seeing you.
Thanks for watching Mal's Back Talking Tesla. You've joined over 1,000 followers worldwide, so don't miss out on the fun. Subscribe now. It's free.